Hello students, welcome to the new chapter that is vector. In last class we discussed the differential equation, how to solve the homogeneous differential equation, how to solve the non-homogeneous differential equation reducing to differential equation. Okay, so we are going to discuss today a new topic, that is vector quantity. There are two types of physical quantities. Number one is scalar quantity and number two is vector quantity. Okay, so what is scalar quantity? The scalar quantity having only magnitude. What is vector quantity? The vector quantity having both magnitude as well as direction. The vector quantity having the physical quantity having both magnitude as well as direction is called vector quantity. One thing is important here, that obeys the laws of vector addition. It is very important for definition of a vector quantity. Okay, so now let's start. What is vector quantity and this is physical quantity? Generally, that is introduction. In our day-to-day life, we come across many kinds of physical quantities. So that is physical quantities are classified into two quantities. Number one is scalar quantities and number two is vector quantities. Physical quantity are classified into two parts, into two categories, into two types. Number one is scalar. Number one is scalar quantities. What do you mean by scalar quantities? The quantities having only magnitude. What do you mean by scalar quantities? The quantities having only magnitude. The quantities having only magnitudes are called scalar quantities. Example, length, speed. Okay, length, speed, and so many examples are there. That is length, speed, temperature, volume, etc. What is then second physical type of quantities? That is vector quantities. The physical quantities having both magnitudes as well as the direction and obey the laws of addition, loss of addition, vector addition, vector addition. Example, displacement, velocity, acceleration, momentum, etc. Okay, these are the introduction part of the physical quantities. What is scalar quantities and what is vector quantities. Now, how to represent a vector, that is a representation of a vector. A representation of vectors. The vector is represented as directed line segments. Vectors are represented by directed line segments. Let A be the initial point and B be the terminal point, then the directed line segment, then the directed line segment, directed line segment from A to B is written as AB arrow marked from A to B. This is called a vector quantity. This is called the vector AB. Okay, this is a representation of a vector whose direction is from A to B, and magnitude is the length of AB, that is what? AB length, magnitude. This is magnitude, or simply AB, like this. Okay, so the vector quantity is having the direction as well as what? As well as the length or magnitude. Now, types of vectors. Number 1, zero vector or null vector. What is suppose a point, a dot, what is its initial position? This is equal to A. What is its terminal point? This is equal also B. This is also B. So the vector is said to be zero vector whose initial vector is equal to the terminal, whose initial point is equal to the terminal point, or that you can say the vector whose magnitude is 0. Okay, is called zero vector. So the vector whose magnitude is 0 is called zero vector or null vector, and it is denoted by 0 bar. Okay, 0 bar. So that is some important points related to zero vector or null vector. that is what? Magnitude 0. 0 vector have, that is 0 vector refers or indicates to a dot having no dimension, that is dot. That is number 2. 0 vector has arbitrary direction. Arbitrary direction means what? That is infinitely many direction. Okay, infinitely many direction. This is the direction of the and this is the some characteristics of the 0 vectors. Okay, now unit vector number 2 is unit vector. Okay, the unit vector, the vector his magnitude is 1. The vector whose magnitude is 1, okay, is called the unit vector. Okay, the unit vector, that is some points. The unit vectors generally, one thing is left here, generally right here. This is the vectors are denoted by, right first the note, the vectors are denoted by the letters A vector, B vector, C vector, etc. Okay, so the vectors whose magnitude is 1 is called unit vector. So the unit vector along the vector, we can write here the unit vector along the vector, the unit vector along the vector A, along the direction of A, vector A is given by, is denoted by A cap, and A cap is equal to what? Vector A by magnitude of A. Okay, then unit vectors are equal in magnitude but may be different in direction. Note, all unit vectors are equal in magnitudes but may be differ in direction. Okay, that is A cap is equal to what? A cap mode is equal, magnitude equal to 1. This is the magnitude of unit vector. Okay, this is 0 vector and this is unit vector. Now other types of the vectors. Now orthogonal unit vectors. What is orthogonal unit vector? Orthogonal unit vector. What is the orthogonal unit vectors in case of two dimension, in case of 2D system, in case of 2D system there are two axes, that is x axis and y axis, xo x dash, y o y dash. Okay, x o x dash, y o y dash. Clear? The unit vector, this is origin. Okay, the unit vector along the vector ox is given by I cap. The unit vector along the direction AOI is denoted by j cap. This I cap and j cap are called orthogonal vectors in two dimension system because the angle between them is 90 degrees. So 90 degree means orthogonal. Okay, so this is what the vector along the unit vector, that is the unit vector along x axis, the unit vector along ox is what? I cap. The unit vector along OY is denoted by j cap. Similarly, in case of 3D system, that is 3D system, that is what? This is x axis and this is y axis and this is z axis. Okay, this is what? Z axis. This is z axis. Z axis is towards us. So the diagram, the figure is not possible here. Suppose this is z axis. So the unit vector along this direction ox is denoted by I cap and the unit vector along OY is denoted j cap and the unit vector along z axis is equal to what? Z axis is k cap. So we should write here the unit vector along ox is I cap. The unit vector along OY is j cap. The unit vector along OZ is k cap. This is the orthogonal vectors, okay, in two dimension system and three dimension system. Now parallel vectors. Okay, two vectors A and B are parallel, are said to be parallel if a vector is expressed scalar multiples of another vector. That is, if A is equal to some constant, suppose lambda into B vector, or B is equal to some constant into A vector. Okay, this is the condition for parallelism. Here two cases arises. Case 1, if lambda is positive greater than 0, then A and B are like vectors. Then A and B are like vectors. So the diagram is what? Like this. Like vectors, same direction. The direction is same. And case 2, if lambda less than 0, that is negative, then A and B are unlike vectors. The direction is like this. Okay, this is parallel vectors, and the direction is what? Like this, opposite direction. Okay, opposite direction. In this case the direction is same, in this case the direction is opposite. So these are the parallel vectors. And what is equal vectors? Equal vectors. Two vectors are said to be. Two vectors are said to be equal if their magnitude and direction are equals. Their magnitude as well as and direction. If two vectors are said to be equal if they have same magnitude, they have equal magnitudes and same direction. They have equal magnitudes and same direction. Okay, that is A and B are, if A and B are said to be equal vectors, said to be equal vectors if magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B, magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B, and the direction of A and B are same. The direction of A and B are same. Okay, so suppose this is A vector and this point is what? O, and this is what? A. This is A vector, and this is B vector, and this is suppose O and B vector. A is equal to vector B if magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B. Okay, this length equal this length. One note for you, that is what? If vector A is equal to vector B, then sure magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B. Okay, this is note. but if magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B, then vector A and B may or may not be equal, may not be equal. Clear? This is the equal vectors, concept of equal vectors. Then what is negative vector? What is negative vector? A vector is said to be negative vector of one vector. A vector is said to be negative of another vector, negative of another vector if they have equal magnitude and opposite direction. For example, what is this? This is suppose A vector, this is A and this is A vector, and same length. This is what? This is O and this is A, same length. This is A vector, then this is minus A vector. If the direction change, then the sign is changed. Okay, negative vectors. This is negative vector or opposite vector, we can say. Now, what is co-initial vectors? Co-initial vectors. Vectors are said to be co-initial. Vectors are said to be co-initial vectors if they have common initial point. If they have common initial points. That is, this is A vector, suppose this is B vector, this is suppose C vector, this is suppose D vector. So common initial point, common starting point, that is single starting point. So this is called co-initial vectors. Okay. Now collinear vectors. Collinear vectors. Okay, what is that? Is collinear vectors. Two vectors are said to be collinear. Two vectors are said to be collinear if they are parallel to same line. Whatever may be there, their magnitude, direction and magnitudes and direction. Okay, two vectors are said to be collinear vector if they are parallel to same line, whatever may be their magnitude and direction. This is suppose this is A, B, suppose this is A vector and this is C suppose, and this is B vector here, that is two vectors lies in a single line, that is you can say two vectors lies on the single line, that is collinear vectors. Note if A is equal, note if A and B are two collinear vectors, then vector A is equal to some constant lambda into B, where lambda not equal to 0. This is the condition for condition for collinear. If the vectors are collinear, and this condition will be satisfied. Okay. Now this is collinear vectors. Correct. Then we can A vector equal to lambda into B vector. This is the, if two vectors are collinear, then this condition will satisfy. Okay. Coplanar vectors. Three vectors are said to be coplanar. Three vectors are said to be coplanar if they lie on same plane. Okay, this is coplanar vectors. Now we'll discuss about what is algebra of vectors. Triangle of vectorization. Triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. Suppose this is triangle, this is O and this is A and this is B. Clear? So this is A vector and this is B vector. This is OB vector. So A vector in the direction this and B vector this direction, then OB is opposite direction. A vector plus B vector. Okay, this is triangle law of vectorization. If two sides of a triangle are represented by two vectors A and B, then the sum or resultant is taken as the vector in opposite direction. Okay, this is triangle law of vector addition. What is triangle law of vectorization? Two vectors. If two vectors A and B are, if two vectors A and B, or if two sides of a triangle are denoted by vector A and vector B taken in same order, then the resultant is the third side of the triangle taken in opposite order. This is triangle law of vectorization. So what is the triangle law of vectorization? If two sides are represented by two vectors A and B, then their sum, that is A plus B, is given by the third side which is taken in opposite order. This is triangle law of vector addition. The law is, if two vectors A and B are represented by the two sides of a triangle, Then if two vectors A and B are represented by two sides of a triangle taken in same order, then their sum, that is what, A plus vector B, is represented by third sides of the triangle taken in opposite direction, that is. So this is same direction taken in order, this is A and this is B. The sum is what? Opposite direction, that is A plus, that is opposite direction or opposite order. This is triangle law of vector addition. Now what is parallelogram law of vector addition? Now parallelogram law of vector addition. This is parallelogram, this is two adjacent sides. Suppose this is vector A and this is vector B, and this is in the direction this and this is direction, the initial point is common. So the resultant is what? This is A plus B. This is the parallelogram law of vector addition. If two vectors are represented by, if two vectors A and B are represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their sum or resultant, is represented by, that is what? The sum, that is the sum or resultant A vector A plus vector B is represented by the diagonal starting from the common points, starting from that point, where the adjacent side meets, starting from that point where vector A and vector B meets. Okay, this is the parallelogram law of vector addition. Now subtraction, properties of vector addition. Then subtraction of matrices, subtraction of vectors, that is what? Subtraction of vectors. Suppose this is A vector and what? And this is what? Suppose this is A vector and this is suppose B vector. Okay, and suppose this is what? This is A plus B. And if this is addition, if the vector is like this, if this is like this, this is what? This is A, this is B, and what is this? This is what? We know this is vector A. Suppose in the direction, if this is B vector, and what is here? If this is B vector, then here suppose O, A, B. Okay? Let OA is equal to A vector, AB equal to B vector. correct? AB equal to B vector, and BA is equal to what? BA is equal to minus B vector. So this figure will be what? This is A vector, and this figure will be this, and this is minus B vector, and this is minus B vector, and this is what? This is, suppose this is what? Minus B vector. The resultant will be what? The resultant will be, and this is what? The resultant will be, suppose AB equal to minus B vector, AB equal to minus B vector. So this will be what? Vector A minus vector B. Okay, this is not required. This is A vector, suppose this is minus B vector, then what is this? Vector A minus vector B. This is the difference of vectors. Now properties of vector addition. Properties of vector addition. Properties of vector addition. Number 1, commutative. Number 1, commutative. Vector addition of vectors is commutative. Addition of vectors is commutative. Is commutative. That is A plus B, vector A plus vector B equal to vector B plus vector A. Number 2, associative. Addition of 3 matrices is addition of 3 vectors. This is commutative. Addition of vectors is commutative. So associative, minimum 3 vectors required. Addition of 3 or more vectors is associative. Clear? Addition of 3 vectors, 3 or more vectors is associative. That is A plus B plus C is equal to A vector plus B vector plus C vector. Okay. Additive identity. Existence of additive identity. Existence of what? Additive identity. Existence of additive identity, that is vector A plus minus vector A is equal to and 0 vector is equal to A vector. 0 vector is additive. Okay, additive identity. 4, existence of additive inverse. That is vector A plus minus of vector A. This can be also written as 0 vector plus A vector is also A vector. Okay, so here A vector minus of plus minus of A vector equal to 0, or also minus A vector plus A is equal to what? 0 vector is equal to 0 vector. So the additive this is additive. Okay, this is additive. Okay, additive identity. So the additive this is existence of additive inverse. Clear? So additive inverse of vector A additive inverse of vector A, additive inverse of vector A is minus vector A, and vice versa. Okay, now scalar multiplication of matrices. Scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of vector. Subtraction of matrix is not commutative. Subtraction of vectors is not commutative. Is neither commutative nor associative. Okay, now scalar multiplication of vector. Let M be a scalar and vector A and vector B are two vectors. Then M into a vector is equal to what? That is called scalar multiple of a vector with M is called the scalar multiplication of vector A. Okay, now properties of the scalar multiplication. Properties of this scalar multiplication. M a vector magnitude equal to M, okay, into vector A magnitude. This is property 1, and property 2 is equal to M into vector A plus B is equal to MA plus MB. Okay, so or you can write property 3, M plus N into vector A is equal to MA plus NA vectors, where M and are scalars. Okay, this is properties of scalar multiplication. Now what is position vector? What is component of the vectors along 2 dimension and 3 dimension? Component of vectors. Now resolution of vectors. Okay, resolution of vectors. Resolution of vectors. Vectors for 2 dimension. Okay, this is what, suppose this is x axis, y axis, this is origin, and suppose this length is equal to what? X, and the unit vector is equal to what? I cap, and this is suppose y, and the unit vector is equal to what? J cap. Now this point will be what? This point this is suppose point P, and this is A, and this is B. Then OP is equal to what? Then OP is equal to, that is OP is equal to x comma y. This is scalar component, and this can be what? Xi cap plus OP vector is equal to plus y j cap. here x and y are scalar components xi cap and yj cap are vector components. In case of 3 dimension, for 3 dimension, suppose this is what? This is xi, this is I cap, and suppose this length is x and this is y, this is j cap, and this is y, and this is what? Z axis, and this is what? K cap. The point is in this space, so this is equal to what? This is O, A, and this is B, and this is what? And this is C. The point P is in the space, so this is x, y, z, or this can be written as what? That is equal to xi cap, yj cap, and zk cap. OP equal to, okay, zk cap. These are the components. Here x, y, z are scalar components, and xi cap, yj cap, zk cap are vector components. Now what is position vector? Now regarding position vector, position vector of a point, position vector of a point P. Suppose this is the coordinate system, okay, and this is the point P of xy, and this is origin, and this point OP. The position vector of OP is denoted by the position vector. This is for 2 dimension. For 2D, the position vector of OP is the position vector of the point, P is denoted by OP vector. That is in short form PV means position vector of P is equal to OP vector, that is what? xi cap, yj cap. In case of 3D, for 3D, suppose this is x axis, and this is y axis, and this is z axis, and this is point P x, y, z, and this is O, this is P. So PV of P, that is OP is equal to what? OP is equal to xy cap, yj cap, zk cap. Okay. Now position vector of a line segment. Now position vector of PQ. Okay, this is suppose origin, and this is the point is here P, and this Q. This is what? P, and this is Q. Okay, so from the figure, that is position vector of PQ, this side, and this is what? Small p, and this is what? Small q, right? let OP is equal to P vector, OQ is equal to what? Q vector, then PV of position vector of PQ is equal to what? Q vector minus P vector. That is what? PV of Q minus PV of what? PV of Q. PV of Q minus PV of P. How it is obtained? From figure, that is what? OP vector plus PQ vector is equal to OQ vector. That is PQ vector is equal to OQ minus what? Minus OQ minus OP. So this is equal to PQ vector is equal to what? PV of Q minus PV of P. That is equal to Q vector minus P vector. Okay. Now some questions. Find the position vector of the point PQ. Find the position vector of the point PQ. Find position vector of PQ where P of 1, 2, 3 and Q of 4, 1, 7. This is question. Solution. P is equal to 1, 2, 3 and Q is what? 4, 1, 7. Then PQ position vector, that is equal to PV of what? PV of Q minus PV of what? PV of P. That is equal to 1, 2, 3 minus what? Sorry, this is what? 4, 1, 7. 4, 1, 7 minus 1, 2, 3. This is a 4 minus 1. This is 4 minus 1, 3, 1 minus 2, minus 1, 7 minus 3, 4. Or we can write that is 3i cap minus j cap plus 4k cap. This is component vector form, and this is Cartesian form, and this is vector form. This is Cartesian form. Cartesian form, and this is what? Vector form. Vector form. Okay. Now division formula or section formula. Division formula or section formula. Now division formula or section formula. Internal division. Internal division. Okay. Suppose this is point A whose position vector is A, and this point is B whose position vector is equal to B, and this point is P whose position vector is unknown. We have to find its position vector. Okay, we have to find whose position vector. This is suppose M, and this is what? N, and the point is, this is origin O, and this is what? And this point is what? This is A vector, this is B vector. What is this? Now let the point P divides AB, vector AB whose position vectors are, whose PV are A vector and B vector respectively. Then position vectors, PV position vector of point P is equal to M into what? B vector plus N into A vector divided by M plus N. This is internal division. Now for external division. For external division, suppose this point is what? This is A and this is B, and the point P is like here, and this is what? M, and this is N, and this is origin reference, this is O vector, and this is A vector, this is A vector, and this is B vector. And what is position vector of P? That is same concept here, that is OP. Position vector of P means what? This is OP. This is OP is equal to position vector of P. So let's point P divides AB whose position vectors are A vector and B vector respectively in the ratio. Here let P divides AB whose position vectors are A and B respectively in the ratio. This is in the ratio m is to n internally. Then PV of P, that is OP, is equal to what? M into B vector plus N into A vector by M plus N. Similarly here, let P divides AB in the whose position vectors are A, B respectively in the ratio M is to N externally. Then PV of P, that is OP is equal to what? MB vector minus NA vector by M minus N. Now midpoint formula. This is midpoint. Let PB of A is PB of A and B are A and B, vector and vector B respectively. Then PB of midpoint of AB is equal to vector A plus vector B by 2. Okay, this is midpoint formula. Now then magnitude of a vector. Magnitude of a vector. If vector A is equal to A1 I cap, A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, then magnitude of A is equal to A1 square, A2 square, A3 square root over. Question: what is the unit vector along the vector 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap? This is the question. So answer is what? Let A is equal to solution. Let A vector is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. So magnitude of A is equal to root over 2 square means 4 plus 9 plus 1 root over 14. So unit vector along the direction of A vector, that is A cap is equal to vector A by magnitude of A. So this is equal to 2i 3j minus k by 14 means 1 by 14, 1 by root over 14, 1 by square root of 14. This is The question related to magnitudes. Notes. The vector whose magnitude is k in the direction of the vector, in the direction of the vector ever is what? K into unit vector of A. K into unit vector of Y. One question: find the vector along the vector 3i minus j minus k, whose magnitude is 5. Whose magnitude is 5. So solution, let A is equal to what? A is equal to 3i minus j minus k. Now unit vector, that is the vector along A and whose magnitude is 5 is given by 5 into a cap, that is equal to 5 into a cap means what? A vector by magnitude of A. What is magnitude of A here? That is 9 plus 1 plus 1 root over 11. So 5 this is equal to 5 into what? 3 by 11i minus 1 by 11j minus 1 by 11k, root over 11. Okay, this is unit vector whose magnitude is 1 into 5, that is 5. 3 square 9 plus 1 plus 1, this is root over 11. This is the question. One more question. Okay, now some other concept. Now direction cosines, that is DCS of a vector. Suppose this is the coordinate system. This is what? This is the vector, suppose P here. This is R vector and this is origin. Suppose this angle is alpha and this is angle is beta and this angle is what? Gamma. If alpha, beta, let alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma are the angles made by OP vector with positive direction of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively, then cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma are called DCS. Short form, directional cosine means DCS. DCS of OP and denoted by LMN. Now if note here, if vector A is equal to what? Vector A is equal to xi cap plus y j k plus z k cap, then DCS are x by magnitude of A, x component by magnitude of A and y by magnitude of A comma z by magnitude of a, where a is equal to magnitude of a is equal to what? X square plus y square plus z square root over. Find the DCS of 2y plus 3j plus 4k. This is the question. So DCS or solution, what is, let this is equal to a vector is equal to 2y 3j 4k, and magnitude of a is equal to what? Root over, that is 4 plus 9 plus 16, root over what? 29. So DCS are, that is equal to 2 by root over 29, 3 by root over 29 and 4 by root over 29. This is DCS. Now what is DRS? DRS of the vector. Now DRS, note, DRS of vector A, suppose this is xi, yj and zk. So what is DRS? DRS means direction ratios. Direction, this is direction ratio. Direction ratio, DRS of a vector. DRS of a vector A is equal to what? Is r what? X comma y comma z. What is the DRS of the vector? Question. What is the DRS of the vector 2y minus 3j plus 4k? So answer is what? Answer is DRS of vector 2y minus 3j plus 4k r 2 minus 3 4. Now note, another note, if a equal to, if a vector is equal to a1i a2j plus a3k vector, b vector is equal to b1i b2j b3k, then a parallel to b if a1 by b1 is equal to a2 by b2 is equal to a3 by b3. This is the third portion of the vector, fundamental of the vectors. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.